This is the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. Top flight competition between teams from Houston-area high school.
Gentlemen.
The Alabama!
Now, here's the man with the questions, Chip Beal.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. This tournament started with 86 high school teams, and now we're down to the top 32. Each of these schools that you'll see today has qualified by winning at least one competition held earlier at Town and Country Mall. La Porte High School and Conroe face off today. Good luck to both schools. This sound means you've answered correctly. This tone signals incorrect response. This sound wraps up each quarter of play. Good luck to La Porte and Conroe. The warm-up round begins with this 5-pointer. Chemical analysis of the Murchison meteorite in 1971 revealed the presence of 18 different acids, which might have been a basis for organic life. Therefore, we might assume that all of these were what category of organic acid?
Conroe, Todd.
Amino acid?
Amino acid. And Conroe, first on the board. For 10 points, the South is still an agrarian culture. Tell me, what's the best planting season for most trees, excluding the tropicals?
Conroe, Chris H.
The spring?
It's not the spring, La Porte.
La Porte, Jeff.
The fall.
It's the winter. No score. I have a 5-pointer. Name the most famous of the Viennese waltzes composed by Austrian conductor Johann Strauss Jr.
La Porte, Jeff.
The Blue Danube?
The Blue Danube waltz and La Porte is now on the scoreboard. I have a 10-point poetry question. The Japanese poetic form of haiku must have which of the following? Internal rhymes, several cantos, 17 syllables, heroic couplets.
Conroe, Chris.
17 syllables.
And not iambic pentameter, yes. Give that man 10 points. Now I have a visual question worth 5. Look at your monitor here in the Channel 2 studio and calculate the number of cubes on the base of this figure.
Conroe, Dawn.
36.
6 times 6 equals 36. Right. For 10 points, with the recent victory of the Parti Québécois, questions arise as to whether their campaign promised to do what can succeed. The Parti Québécois.
La Porte, Rachel.
Make the national language French.
No, that's a good try. Conroe? The answer is secede from Canada and become a self-governing state. For 5 points, Philadelphia Phillies second baseman Mickey Morandini accomplished something in 1992 that hadn't occurred in the National League in 65 years.
Conroe, Chris.
An assisted triple play.
That's what he did all by himself. A 10-point question. To turn a computer into a multimedia machine, one of these players is added.
Conroe, Chris.
A CD-ROM player.
That's it. For 10 points, June is boiling shrimp in an open pot of water at 100 degrees Celsius over a gas flame. She turns up the heat 25%. In 5 minutes, what will be the temperature of the water?
Conroe, Chris.
100 degrees C.
It will still be 100 degrees. Right you are. I have a music question now for 10 points. Does the following instrumental piece represent the Renaissance, Baroque, classical, or romantic period of music history?
La Porte, Jeff.
Renaissance.
That's from the Renaissance. And right you are. For 5 points, they are so efficient at tilling, they turn up the entire top inch of the earth approximately every 10 years. What organism does this?
Conroe, Todd.
The earthworm?
It is the earthworm. I have a multiple choice question for 10 points. Which type of mathematics was not used by the Babylonians? Was it arithmetic, geometry, algebra, quadratic equations, or calculus?
Conroe, Chris.
Calculus?
Was not used by the Babylonians. Developed in the 17th century, I believe. For For 10 points, what else was happening in the world when Beethoven's music was first heard? Russia overthrew the Tsar, Columbus found America, America won independence, American South seceded, or Sistine?
Conroe, Chris.
America won its independence.
That is correct. The composer published his earliest works in 1783 when he was only 13. For 10 points, I have a visual question. This is artist Edgar Paxson's rendering of which battle?
La Porte, Jeff.
American Revolution.
Conroe, Chris.
Gettysburg.
Kind of hard to see the forest from the trees there, but that's Custer's last stand. If you look real carefully, you can see the Indians. For 10 points, the source of energy for most endergonic reactions in a cell is a special kind of molecule often referred to by a three-letter?
La Porte, Jacob.
ATP, adenotriphosphate.
Three-letter abbreviation, but I want you to give me its full name, Conroe. You just left out one syllable there, Jacob, adenosine triphosphate. And that is the end of the first period. We'll be back to meet the contestants and continue with the bonus round. We're glad you've stayed with us for more of the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. Our score, as you see, La Porte 15, Conroe 70. We'll now focus on the outstanding contestants on today's show. La Porte High School. The captain is Nicole Hilborn, a senior. She's been a member of the National Art Honor Society for 3 years and is a National Merit semi-finalist. Next is Jeff Hernandez, a senior, president of the National Honor Society, vice president of the Student Council. He's in the Thespians and Mu Alpha Theta, that math honorary. Now, Rachel Zock, a junior member of the band, plays what instrument?
Xylophone.
The xylophone, and also of academic decathlon. And Jacob Sawyer. Jacob's a senior, drum major of the band, National Hispanic Scholar, and member of the Model UN. Their alternates, Michael Horshad and Justin Myers. Coach Steve Olson, that's the team from La Porte. Their opponents from Conroe High School. Conroe's captain is Chris Harrell, a senior, member of JETS, that's the Junior Engineering Technical Society, of the Model UN, section leader for trumpets in the band. Todd is next. Todd Ferguson, a senior. He's in Who's Who, a silver medalist in the National Latin Examination, and he plays the saxophone. Dawn Huertas is next, a senior, member of the Drama Club, Student Council, SAD, Art Club, and Treasury of the Methodist Youth Group. And Carly Roebuck. Carly is a senior, member of the Model UN and the Art Club, and Dance Scope, which is a modern dance company, and also the Humanities Club. Their alternate for this match is Chris Cheney and Rebecca Dabney as well. Their coaches, Gerard Kabelka and Cindy Oberthier. That's the team from Conroe High School. It's my privilege to introduce the judges for the Texaco Star Academic Challenge, Dr. Tom Hudson from the University of Houston's Department of Physics, and Mike Mastandria, Executive Director of Marching Auxiliaries of America. Their decisions will be final. Players, you know the rules in the bonus round, so here we go. With your first toss-up, it's worth 10 points. Arrange these stages in Houston's economic development in chronological order: cattle ranching, oil rigs, Port of Houston.
Conroe, Chris.
Cattle ranching, oil rigs, Port of Houston.
Question goes to La Porte.
La Porte, Nicole.
Port of Houston, cattle ranching, oil rig.
First cattle, then port, then oil. No score. For 10 points, if you're reading about cames, drumlins, and eskers in a geology book, which features would you be studying? Cames, drumlins, and eskers. You'd be studying glaciers and the deposits they leave behind. For 10 points, now a garden. This royal residence near the Louvre was stormed twice in 1792. Can you name it? Now a garden.
Conroe, Chris.
The Bastille.
No, Bastille's not a garden now. LaPorte?
Rachel.
The Palace of the Sun King.
No, we're looking for the Tuileries. No score. We're still looking for our first toss-up points in this round. A 5-point music question for you now. What follows is Camille Saint-Saëns' Morceau de Concert. For what instrument accompanied by orchestra?
Conroe Chris.
French horn.
That's the French horn, yes, for 5 points. So Chris, Todd, Dawn, and Carly, here is your music bonus. For 5 points, if the frequency of middle C is 264 vibrations per second, what is the frequency of the next higher C?
Your answer?
528.
That is correct. For 10 points, the following composers were all citizens of what nation? Igor Stravinsky, Victor Herbert, Ferdi Grofé, Irving Berlin.
Russia.
Well, that's not the answer, LaPorte. Can you take it? Stravinsky, Herbert, Grofé, and Berlin.
Your answer?
United States.
United States is correct for 10 points. All right, a 10-point toss-up. What national agency provides information on businesses, helps resolve business complaints, and provides helpful...
LaPorte Jeff.
The Better Business Bureau.
Provides helpful consumer information, that's right. Okay, Nicole, Jeff, Rachel, and Jacob, this is your bonus opportunity. Fill in the blank is your bonus. For 5 points, young Bill Clinton won first chair in blank in the blank state band. Fill in both blanks.
Saxophone. All-state band.
Which all-state band?
Arkansas.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
It wasn't all state.
For 10 points, Jesus said, did not blank give you the law, and yet none of you keepeth the law?
Moses.
Sure. For 15 points, a well-known civil rights slogan was, one man, one blank.
Vote.
One man, one vote, yes. And now for 20 points, you'd actually take the lead. The Church of England is divided into 2 provinces, Canterbury and blank, and each one is headed by an archbishop.
Your answer?
Wales.
No? Conroe?
York.
The Archbishop of York. 20 points for Conroe. And a good job by LaPorte as well. Okay, we're going to have a 10-point toss-up for both schools. Lake Eyre is the lowest point on what continent? Lake E-Y-R-E, Eyre.
Conroe Chris.
Europe.
Not Europe. LaPorte, you got one chance in 6 now.
LaPorte Jacob.
South America.
Well, it would be Australia. For 5 points, which of these valleys is below sea level? Jordan Valley, Ohio Valley, Willamette Valley?
LaPorte Nicole.
Jordan.
Yes. And it flows into the Dead Sea, right, Nicole? Here is a business bonus for LaPorte. Name these large American corporations. For 5 points, the largest manufacturer of household appliances.
GE.
Yes, assist from Jeff on that one, General Electric. For 10 points, largest credit card and diversified financial company.
American Express.
Right. For 15 points, largest chemical corporation.
Dow Corning.
Question goes to Conroe.
ADM.
DuPont. We have a 5-point toss-up. It's a math question. Solve for x. 7 minus 2 times the quantity 3x minus 5, quantity, is greater than negative 8x plus 3. Solve for x.
LaPorte Jeff.
X is greater than negative 7.
That is the answer for 5 points. LaPorte will again attempt to take the lead. The subject is geography. For 5 points today, this historic region of China is simply referred to as the Northeast. Can you name it?
Mongolia.
No, that is not the answer. Conroe.
Manchuria.
Manchuria is correct for 5 points. And that's all we have time for in the first half. We'll be back to play the 60 seconds round and these category subjects. Famous Americans, phyla, food, and the secret category. Texaco and KPRC proud to bring you the academic challenge for this, the 8th consecutive season. Our score at halftime, La Porte 90, Conroe 105. Questions used on this program are provided by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. Now it's time for 60 seconds. Contestants, you make a selection. We give you 1 minute to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. Any questions missed or passed will be referred to your opponent, and if you get them all right, we'll give you a 20-point bonus. Nicole and company from La Porte, you're behind, so you get the first chance.
Food.
What sounds good? Food? Okay, food for La Porte. Start the clock, here we go. What ingredient must ice cream contain to be designated French?
Vanilla.
You need the white, seedless variety of what fruit to make?
Grape.
It's the husks of ground wheat, rye, and corn separated from the flour. What is this essential dietary ingredient found in many cereals?
Fiber.
What tuber is the cooked vegetable most commonly used in salads? What word describes something found on a wound or inside a Thanksgiving turkey?
Stuffing. Dressing.
Salmonella.
Dressing.
What vegetable has an edible orange root?
Carrot.
What's the insect term for splitting open and spreading apart shrimp or pork chops?
Pairing.
What's the German term for a pot roast marinated in vinegar and herbs before cooking?
Wiener Schnitzel.
No, and Mike, Mastandria, how many did they get?
30 points.
30 points on food for La Porte. Well, they had trouble. Let's see how Conroe does on this one. What ingredient must ice cream contain to be designated French?
Milk.
Milk.
Oh, eggs makes it French ice cream. It's the husks of ground wheat, rye, and corn separated from the flour. What is this essential dietary ingredient found in many cereals?
Roughage.
Bran is what we have. What word describes something found on a wound or inside a Thanksgiving turkey?
Dressing.
Sure. What's the insect term for splitting open and spreading apart shrimp or pork chops?
Peeling.
Anybody in the audience know? Butterflying. We've got a whole culinary school with us today. And what is the German term for a pot roast marinated in vinegar and herbs before cooking?
Bratwurst.
Conroe, do you know?
Bratwurst.
No? Audience? Sauerbraten. Okay. Well, if every question were about food, our audience would be the winner today. Okay, Conroe, it's your turn.
Mystery category.
The mystery category is 1993. Start the clock, here we go. What continent was the Maastricht Treaty designed to unite as a political entity? The Maastricht Treaty.
Asia.
What trade pact did Ross Perot call economic treason?
NAFTA.
What Arab leader intended to move from Tunis to Jericho once Palestinian self-rule started?
Arafat.
What type of test freed wrongly convicted alleged killer Kirk Bloodsworth from prison after 9 years?
DNA.
What personal items of Bob Packwood's did the Senate seek to subpoena?
Diaries.
What 53-year-old became the first driver to win races in 4 decades?
Mario Andretti.
What number from Aladdin won the original song Oscar?
A Whole New World.
What New York City borough was home to the alleged Muslim extremist bomb factory?
Queens.
What organization did Bill Clinton say the U.S. would pay $800 million in back dues and peacekeeping costs?
UN.
What baseball owner was asked to attend? Couldn't finish that one. They got 80 points on 1993. Nice job, Conroe. La Porte, we've got 1.5 to refer to you. What continent was the Maastricht Treaty designed to unite as a political entity?
Europe.
Of course. And what baseball owner was asked to attend?
Marge Schott.
Right. Wow. How about that? We were going to finish the question by, say, attend multicultural training classes in 1993. Well, that's it for the 60 seconds round. In a moment, we'll come back and play Stump the Experts. Stay with us, folks. We're ready for fourth quarter action. The score is 140 for La Porte, 195 for Conroe. We'll have a series of rapid-fire Stump the Expert-style questions until time runs out. And we'll begin with this 15-point art question. Look at your screen. His treatise began with a moment of conception and then described the nature of the womb, the development of the fetus, and the birth of the infant.
La Porte, Nicole.
Leonardo da Vinci.
That's the one. 15 points. La Porte draws to within 40. Here's a 15-pointer. In a sonnet, Shakespeare wrote, "Rough winds do shake the darling buds of which month?"
La Porte, Nicole.
April.
That's incorrect. Conroe?
Chris.
March.
May is right. For 20 points, a French magazine devoted to pure abstraction in art was the Cercle et Carré. Translate that title. Cercle et Carré. Circle and square. No score for 15 points. Place these documents in proper chronological order. Maastricht Treaty, Mayflower Compact, 95 Theses, Treaty of Versailles,
Conroe, Todd.
95 Theses, Mayflower Compact, Treaty of Versailles, Maastricht Treaty.
the last choice, La Porte, Declaration of Independence. Now put those 5 documents in proper chronological order for 15 points.
La Porte, Jeff.
95 Theses, Mayflower Compact, the Declaration of Independence, Treaty of Versailles, and Maastricht Treaty.
Is right for 15 points. La Porte trails by 25. I have a 20-pointer. Joel the prophet declared that before the final day, the sun will turn dark and the moon will turn into what?
Conroe, Chris.
Blood.
Blood is right for 20 points. Well done, Chris. A 20-point music question. Dubbed the original Flower Child by Rolling Stone, Pete Seeger asked, "Where have all the flowers gone?" What group popularized it? Listen.
Where have all the flowers gone? Gone, time has seen. Where have all the flowers?
La Porte, Jacob.
The Youngbloods.
No? Not a bad guess.
Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girl, pick them.
Conroe, Chris.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Does anybody in the audience know? Kingston Trio, yes. For 15 points. What 3 things did the signers of the Declaration of Independence pledge to one another?
Conroe, Chris.
Fortunes, honor, and life.
Life, fortunes, and sacred honor is right for 15 points. I have a 20-point quantitative physics question. What acceleration does an object of mass 15 kilograms undergo when a force of 25 newtons acts on it? I'll give you 20 points if you can get this one. Don't forget the units.
Conroe, Todd.
5/3 meters per second.
2 minutes left. La Porte, Jeff.
5/3 meters per Newton.
5/3 meters per second squared. Right, Judge? Okay, no score for 15 points. In economics, what kinds of goods are defined as lasting more than 3...
Conroe, Chris.
Durable.
More than 3 years, durable goods is right for 20 points. Audiometers measure the weakest intensity at which a person can hear most frequencies in the normal range of human hearing. What is the name for this intensity level?
La Porte, Jacob.
Ultrasonic.
That's incorrect.
Conroe, Chris.
Hearing threshold.
Threshold is right. I have a 20-point art question. Look at your screen, please. A Dominican painter and monk created the composition you see pictured here. The artist was conservative by both training and inclination. Identify either the name of the artist or the title of the painting and pick up 20 points. That's the Annunciation by Fra Angelico. For 20 points, how did the early American automobile prevent pollution? Think about this one.
La Porte, Nicole.
It took the place of horses who created, well, litter in the street.
Yes, that's correct. For 20 points. You just didn't want to say horse manure. Okay. Here's a 15-point music question. Gordon Lightfoot is one of the few contemporary musicians who writes music of this genre. What is this sort of song known as specifically? Listen.
Conroe Dawn.
Folk.
La Porte Rachel.
Ballad.
Had you waited to hear the vocals, you might have divined that it's the sea shanty. No score. I have a 15-pointer. Which snack food was first made by European monks as a reward for students who learned their prayers? The crossed ends of this baked food represent praying hands. Pretzel is the answer. That sound brings us to the end of the contest. The final score is 190 from La Porte, 265 Conroe. The winners, Conroe High School. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. Next week, it's going to be South Houston taking on Second Baptist on our show. See you then.
Join us again next Saturday when 2 more Houston-area teams compete on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge.